Hi, I'm Cassie Gauthier, and I'm the Science Communications intern this summer at Trout Lake Station. I've created a slideshow to share with you that allows me to introduce myself a little bit more and share a little bit about my work this summer. So without further ado, I'm gonna upload that and share it with you guys. All right, yeah, so like I said, my name's Cassie, and I'm from St. Germain, Wisconsin. Born and raised there, lived there my whole life, and all of my work this summer I've also been doing from St. Germain since it's been all virtual. I'm a rising junior at UW-Madison, and I'm majoring in neurobiology and psychology. While at school, I've become really interested in science education, and I'm actually doing a project on visitor engagement with the educational displays at the Henry Valley Zoo in Madison. Outside of work and school, I really enjoy running and hiking outdoors. Um, so, like most people who really enjoy hiking, I love going to a ton of national parks. And this picture that you see of me on the screen is of me in Grand Teton National Park on a trip that I did last summer. And in a week or two, I should be going to a few state parks in Idaho at least, while I help move my brother into grad school. So I'm really excited for that trip. Cool. So one of my biggest jobs this summer has been creating blog posts for the Center for Limnology. And the blogs have been about different things that have been going on station throughout the summer. So some of the topics include writing about how summer at station has been different this year due to coronavirus. Um, and then another one was about a local artist and our partnership with her and the work that she's doing that include um, portraits of women and the importance of water, which is really cool. And of course, a lot of the other topics that I've been writing about are different research projects on station and the scientists behind them. An even bigger project that I've had to work on throughout the whole summer is creating a virtual setting for the annual open house that usually happens in person towards the end of the summer at Trout Lake Station. So we decided to create a virtual scavenger hunt where visitors could still go to and engage with the lakes that research is happening on, but that hopefully they wouldn't be in a crowded space with 300 plus people. Um, so yeah, we created this virtual scavenger hunt where visitors are able to travel to 6 different locations. So that's lakes, bogs, streams, stuff like that, and learn about the research that's happening on those lakes or close by on other lakes that scientists are doing while they're on station. And they get to perform fun activities for a friendly competition and ice cream at the end. So I'll just go into a little bit of some of the activities that people get to do while they're going through the scavenger hunt. So one of them is that they get to learn about how to harvest wild rice. So this one, they get to learn about while they're at Allakwash Lake. And Allakwash has been known for growing wild rice a lot in the past. Sadly, it's not growing there this year that I know of, but they'll get to at least see an ecosystem where wild rice has commonly been grown. And then they'll, on their phone screen, while they're going through the scavenger hunt, they will see a list of steps that are included when you harvest wild rice, and they'll be asked to order them first to last, so they'll get to learn a little bit about the process of how you harvest rice, along with seeing this portrait that you see on the screen, which is art done by Mary Burns, a local artist, and it's of an Indigenous woman who is ricing, so then they also get to learn about the Ojibwe and why wild rice was so important to them. So visitors also get to engage a lot with native plants that they might be pretty unfamiliar with and that are really unique. So they'll be asked to look for and identify the plants, and then often they'll be asked to upload videos or pictures of them doing some sort of interaction with them. So the plant that you see on the screen is called jewelweed, and the little pods, green pods that are hanging off of the stem, actually when you touch them, they kind of explode and burst all the seeds all over and spread them. And so it's a really fun activity for the visitors to be able to search for this plant, find it, and then video themselves touching it and exploding it and seeing their reaction. So then, along with these activities, Visitors also obviously are able to learn about the research that's been going on. So they'll be reading the scientists' names and hopefully getting a little bit familiar with the names of the scientists that have been on station this summer, and then looking at some of the data from their projects and answering questions about it and reading about it to just get a whole feel for the projects that each researcher has been doing. And then hopefully through all of this reading and the questions and different things, they'll be able to learn about the end goal of the projects and why the data that's being collected is important. And I tried to really make that clear throughout all of the questions so that they can be sort of takeaways for the visitors as they go through the scavenger hunt. So creating the scavenger hunt has been really a first time experience for Trout Lake. And we're hoping that if there's a lot of positive feedback that we'll be able to develop it for a lot of different uses in the future. So one of those would be creating a similar one for the lakes around the Madison area and around the Center for Limnology, so that people that are farther away from the Northwoods would still be able to have an option to drive around to ecosystems in their backyard and learn about them. And we also hope to develop this a scavenger hunt for school groups so that they'll be able to either take day trips out to environments around them or just learn about them from the classroom and what might be in their backyard for them to find. So yeah, with all this being said, I just really want to give a huge thanks to the Jude family for funding my whole summer and really making it possible for me to be up here working remotely on these awesome lakes and learning about them and the research that's going on at station and sharing it with everyone. I really want to thank Gretchen, Susan, and Adam for being awesome mentors throughout the summer and just helping me with whatever questions I have. I want to thank Joe for leading the mentors program. And then I want to thank everyone on station who was willing to take time to share their projects with me and who has provided feedback on my scavenger hunt as I've been creating it. Thank you.